Hey everybody, how you doing? Mark here, sitting in my kitchen ready to make dinner at 9:45 in the morning. So that right there should tell you that this is going to be a slow cooker meal, okay? So this is basically get things chopped up and prepped and just throw everything into the slow cooker. That way it just cooks all day long, okay? This is a new recipe for us. We've never tried this before and it kind of sounded good, so I wanted to make it. The only thing I can see that makes this a pizza is that we're going to use an Italian sausage. Now, it's up to you on what type of Italian sausage you want to get. If you want to get a sweet Italian sausage, get a sweet Italian sausage. If you want it a little spicier, get a spicy Italian sausage. It's up to you. I'm not much for a sweet Italian. I like a little punch to my food. Not a lot, but a little. So I actually got a hot Italian sausage. And in fact, I've got everything laid out on the counter over there. So let's go over there. I'll show you what we're going to use. And then we'll get into cutting, measuring, and everything and getting this cooking, okay? The recipe says that we should cook it on low for 8 to 9 hours. And that's why I have to start it this early. I'm sure you can probably get away with a high setting on your slow cooker for probably about 6, maybe 5 to 6 hours, but I want to try to do it on the low. Basically, every time I try a new recipe, I do what the recipe says. Then we actually make little side notes on the recipe in the book on things to change, try next time, did we like it, did we not like it, all those type of notes we actually put in our recipe books. If we try something and it's like, this is we make the note of that. The family didn't like it, or just the kids didn't like it, but me and Jen thought it was fine. So yeah, just stuff like that we make notes on. Or if we don't like the hot sausage, maybe next time we'll try a sweet sausage. Everything else seemed fine about it, but maybe we just didn't like the hot sausage. So, yeah, don't be afraid to write in your cookbooks, people. Make little notes on what you like and didn't like. That way you know for next time. Or any additional changes that you want to make for next time. All right, that's enough of that. Let's get over there. Let's start measuring stuff, cutting stuff, showing you everything that you need. Let's go. Alright guys, so here we go. This is my hot Italian sausage that I was just telling you about. It is 1 pound. We will brown this off in the pot over there on the stove, and then we'll drain it. So 1 pound Italian sausage. This is a 28 ounce can of crushed tomatoes, a can of chili beans. We are going to cut this open and drain it. I've got these little packages of black olives. You can use a can if you go through olives a lot. We don't, so we buy these little packs. I'm going to cut up both of these little containers and just slice the olives inside. I got 1 onion, we'll chop that up. 1 green pepper, we'll chop that up. We need a little bit of garlic. We'll use about 2 cloves worth of garlic, which to me is about 2 teaspoons. Got some Parmesan cheese here. We'll use about 1/4 cup of the parm. This is interesting. Instant tapioca, so a quick cooking tapioca. But we're going to use about 1 tablespoon of the tapioca. We need a bay leaf and a little bit of basil. I think it's like a tablespoon of basil. Alright, to brown off the sausage, I got my pan on the stove. I'm going to just put it on about an 8. I don't need it on super high heat, but I want it to heat up well, so we can get a little browning action going on. And I'm going to just dump in the sausage right away. Just like that. And of course, don't forget to take the paper off the underside of your sausage meat. Alright, I'm just going to take my little mincemeat tool, I guess I can call it. Just going to break up the sausage a little bit. And again, it kind of all depends. Sorry about the loud noise there. Kind of all depends on how you want your sausage. If you want it in bigger chunks, leave it in big chunks. If you want it a little finer, well then chop it up a little bit more. I'm going to actually kind of leave it in a little bit bigger chunks than I normally would. So just about like that. is all I'm going to do. So just a little bit of breakup on the meat is all I did. And then from now on, I'll just kind of stir it. I'm not really going to chop it anymore. All right, so that's all I need. Just a little bit of browning on the sausage. Drain that off just a little. All right, now I'm just going to take the sausage, dump it in there. I'm going to take my beans here. I like shaking my soup cans, beans, anything. Just kind of mix it all up because sometimes things separate in there. And I want to drain off my beans real quick. So I'll dump that into the colander that had the sausage in it. And we'll just dump that right in, just like that. And then, since I'm opening cans, I might as well do my can of tomatoes as well. And I'll dump that in. Yeah, good enough. Gotta rinse all that stuff out before I discard it. Let's start slicing some of this stuff up. Cut off my blossom end. Gonna peel all the dry stuff off. All right, now we're just gonna chop this up. So I'm gonna bisect it down through the stem there. Now I'm gonna have some fairly decent sized chunks, but I don't want them too big. So I'm going about 1/4 inch or so. So a pretty good sized dice. And of course, that little bit we don't need. Gonna do it to this side. And nice big dice. All right, that will go right into the pot. Just like that. Can't let that get away. And we'll just toss that. All right, now for the pepper. Of course, take off that little stupid sticker. Cut the top off, pull out the stem. And we're just gonna dice up that. I'm going to pull out all that and throw it away. So as you can see, I pulled out the whole core, emptied out all the seeds, cut it in half, cut it in quarters, and then just a nice thick slice, followed by a quick dice. Same thing with this one. You have a slice. And as you can see, I am doing this very, very roughly. You don't need to be nice about it, or it doesn't have to be pretty or anything like that. Just get it all cut up. Just like that. Now these here are what's going to take a little bit of time because they're not pre-sliced. They're just whole black olives. And in fact, I'm trying to decide if I actually just want to use just one of these instead of the second. Just dump them out. Again, quick little chop. What do you guys think? Should I use both of them or should I just use the one? I mean, we don't mind olives, but olives to me can get very dominant in a dish. So I think I'm just going to do the one. I'm not going to do the other packet. Do that. All right, now. Measuring spoons. Okay, so, well, you know what? This is dry, so I'm going to measure this first. I need a tablespoon of the basil. Okay, so you guys see that? Basil leaves. 1 tablespoon. Sprinkle that in. We need 1 bay leaf. That's all we need, just the one. This is the instant tapioca, and that's what it looks like on the inside. It's kind of a ground up powder type thing. I only need a tablespoon here, so that's all I need. Oh shoot, that's a teaspoon. I'm measuring the wrong stuff. I need a tablespoon. So there you go. That's the instant tapioca there. I know you're not seeing me put it in. I don't have the camera angle right. Alright, but now I can use my my spoons here for the wet garlic. And I'm going to go with 2 teaspoons, because to me that is 2 cloves of garlic minced. And then finally, where is it? Finally, I got my grated Parmesan. Yes, I buy it pre-grated, and my thing doesn't fit, so I'm going to have to just pour it in here. And we're doing a 1/4 cup of Parm. Yeah, that's close enough. Alright, so now let me angle you up a little bit. Yeah, about like that. Alright, now I'm just going to give this a bit of a stir. I don't want to be too aggressive with it, but just a little stir, just to make sure tomatoes are covering everything and everything's kind of wet looking and whatnot. There, make sure all those vegetables get mixed in with the sausage. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Slap the lid on and turn it to low. Alright guys, that is it. Crock pot is going. I've got my little bit of mess here on the counter I gotta clean up and put things away. Gotta put the garlic, the Parmesan back in the fridge, get my dry stuff put away back up in the cupboard, rinse out my stuff there in the sink. Other than that, dinner is cooking. Gotta love it. Okay, so being that the dish isn't done yet, I will pull you back out later tonight when we actually sit down and eat, and we'll see how it goes. You know, I'm going to keep this as real as possible. If this is not a good dish, I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to make it and go, this wasn't all that great. I don't want to tell you guys. I will tell you if we think it's a good dish or not. All right, so I'll see you tonight for dinner. Alright guys, here we go. First time I ever made it, and I have no idea what it's going to be like. Doesn't smell half bad. Not bad. Can't really see that it's a pizza flavor though. Hot. That's not bad. It's really not bad. I'm just trying to think of anything else you could do. Probably just adding like a pizza seasoning. In fact, let's see. Got a little Paul Prudhomme pizza seasoning here. We'll just sprinkle a little of that on the top. I'm just trying to help that pizza flavor, because right now it just basically tastes more like a pork chili from the sausage that we used. There we go. Now it's got a little more of a pizza flavor than a chili flavor. Yeah, definitely. So just add maybe a couple of teaspoons to a tablespoon of your favorite pizza topping shake, okay? Whatever pizza seasonings you like. Just throw that into the mix. You'll get a better pizza flavor. All right. Well, this is Marc saying thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. First time making a dish, guys. You just gotta try things out and see how they work, okay? Don't be afraid of food. Just get out there, try it. Always believe you can do it. Always believe you can go out for your adventure, go out for your ride, go out for your hike, and you can make that new dish. Always believe, heart, soul, mind, and body in yourself. Bye, guys.